Hello, dearest. I'm GrandmaMiMZi, and we are live, warts and all. And I have neighbors. I have a puppy Chihuahua, who decides she wants to go into Cujo mode and get mad at things. And she's very protective, and people outside make noise, and she thinks that she needs to protect me. And then there's other dogs and kids doing things. So I'm sorry if that shows up in the background. There's not a whole lot I could do. I'm going live because the Maniology normal unboxing live that would normally happen on the 23rd, but because the 23rd was on a weekend, got moved to today, and it's a pre-recorded. And I know a lot of people who are disappointed that it's not live. They planned their day to be live and, be in the chats and talking and discussing and viewing all the little tidbits that were there. And well, I'm here live to kind of fill in that spot if that's what y'all want to do. So hopefully this is working. Um, let me go see. Let me go look over here, and I have no idea to find out. That's not telling me. So, needless to say, I gotta find it. I was hoping that I could be here live and I would see things. Oh, okay, there's somebody. I was hoping to be able to figure out how to do this with the chat because hi, let's see. Can I read it? Knick Knack, you're here. Hi, how you doing? Okay. So I was hoping to be able to see how I could see the comments, and I can see the comments, but they're kind of, like the way I have this situated, not so much easy to read. So bear with me. This is my very first live. So if you're coming in to watch this later on, let's see. I got two more. Woo! Hi. I can't read your names. Sorry. So forgive me. Luna and Shannon. It's the Mama Mimsy. Yes, GrandmaMiMZi. I am here. So I was hoping that we could kind of do this because if I know that it was said that a couple months ago, oh, they've only done like one or two. I'm like going, no. Okay. My memory, and I did go back and double check. And this is no hate on Maniology. This is nothing to say that that there's anything wrong with them doing this. It's just that during the holidays for Thanksgiving, they pre-recorded some of the important videos because it was the holidays and everybody wanted to go spend time with their family. And I'm okay with that. Fantastic. Go spend time with your family. We did the pre-record. We were okay. Christmas, for December, they did the same thing. Something happened. I don't remember what it was, but January they didn't. And I'm like going, oh man, we're not going to have live because the live that they would have had towards the end of the month on the 23rd would be like, hey, that's my birthday. And I didn't get to go, hey, that's my birthday because nobody was live. So I remember that distinctly. And then something else happened on February. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was for, all these things. But basically every month for the live unboxing that should have been on the 23rd, it's been a pre-recorded one. And now it's kind of going, well, to me, it's like a habit. And again, nothing wrong with Maniology. If y'all want to do that, that's okay. But I'm here because I miss having that extra live with all of the people who follow along. And so what they told us in the video, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, and this is bloopers, so you've been forewarned. If you don't want to know what's coming in the box for April of, where's my notes? April of 2024 unboxing. It is called Over the Clouds, and the inspiration was your kids' imagination of, daydreaming and staring at the clouds and what you could see. So there's teddy bears and a doggy and a kitty cat and all kinds of things that you can see that's in that. And then the plate is MXM 121, 125, 126. The polishes are Raindrop and Cloudy. And Raindrop is a dark blue gray that is B510. And Cloudy is a pearl finish special effects polish of B511. And then the glass jar that's basically they said was the size of a ice cube stamper is the gift that you can use. And I love it because for a long time, I know this sounds, like, what's the term, ghetto, but I've been saving bottle tops that I use to put the acetone in for when I'm doing the cleanup with the brushes and whatnot. And forgive my mess because I've been organizing and reorganizing since we moved here. I really haven't had the opportunity. It's been trying to just deal with all the things of moving and getting things slowly out of storage. And so now I'm to the point where I have things that I need to start organizing better. So I've been in a deep dive trying to figure out how I'm going to put things. And I don't have all the things I need to. Anyway, so everything's a mess. I just kind of dumped out what I thought I was going to need just in case anybody wanted to see anything. There's not a whole lot I can do because I was going to be prepared to do some stuff in stamping, but that didn't happen. So I apologize, but I'll be doing those things very, 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 very soon. And they were talking about the special effects, the finish of, whatchamacallit, the popped up on my phone and distracted me. Brain. Anyway, the special effects for the polish that is called Cloudy has a pearl finish. So it's kind of like, and I went to go grab these and I'm missing one. And so I'm organizing. I had them all together. And now I don't know what I did with it. There's a third one that goes to the set of, I don't remember, but seaweed and fish scale. And there's another one. That I used quite a lot, and I organized it, and then now I don't know where I did with it. So yay for me. It's so safe. It's safe for me. But they were talking about the special finish, which the smudge free mermaid top coat. Yeah, I'm going to need a new one because, that one is, this one was Planet Silk. It's been discontinued. It was a B164. This one kind of does special effects, but it's not nearly as it's more coverage than this one does. But they were saying that it's kind of like Renaissance. Is this one it? There's Renaissance. Oh, I don't have light. Oh, shh. No. Shh. I'm sorry. Shh. It's like, really? Okay, they're just outside. Shh. Oh my gosh. See, usually I can do videos that, during the timeline that they're not, I can't see where I can turn on the light. I will have to figure that out. Can we turn this a little bit more? Yeah, the lighting here is not that great. Anyway, Renaissance is like this. It has a creamy finish. It's, let me put my notes away so I don't mess that up. Renaissance is more of a kind of creamy golden. And what they were talking about when they said, I think it's more like a retrograde, which is this one. Because Renaissance is more of a creamy cloud, but they're the experts. I'm not. They deal with this stuff on a regular basis and would know better. So there's Renaissance. Again, it's more of a white, whereas the retrograde has more of a blue finish. And that's what they were saying, is that this polished has, and yeah, I know a lot of people got these. I'm just going to say, because I had them out and I'm organizing. I'm using the heck out of this thing. I love it. These are the buffers. A lot of people are like, hey, they don't file that great. No, they're not meant to file. They're meant to buff and make your nails pretty. And I love them. And, go shout out to Maniology that we need to keep them. And if I need to do another video on, how to work and use them, because man, they are awesome. I've gotten buffers from other places that do not do anywhere near the same level of quickly and easily. Because when you buff your nails, they tend to get, okay, mine are sensitive and they tend to get a little raw. Maniology ones work really, really, really well in just a few strokes. And I don't feel like, somebody took the drill sander to my fingers. Yeah, I know, not a pleasant, but hey, that's just the way it feels afterwards. Like, oh my gosh, that hurts. See, Renaissance has more of a bluing effect. I'm getting it everywhere. This is why we like doing videos that I can, you know, not be the klutz. I'm like the nutty professor dropping things every which way. So there's Renaissance and retrograde next to each other. So no. So cloudy is supposed to be a combination of the two. That's just my opinion, but there you go. How much have I don't think you missed much. I just kind of recapped, and I'm just going to keep talking, and, you know, nice to see everybody. I'm so happy. Basically, I'll do a really fast, really quick. The box for next month is Over the Clouds, inspired by kids' imagination, for April of 2024. The plate numbers are MXM 125 and 126. The polish is Raindrop B510, and that is a dark blue gray. B511 is cloudy and is a pearl finish. And I was just describing the things of the pearl finish on cloudy, that in my opinion, I don't have it yet. I'm not that expert of Maniology stuff, but to me the pictures look like it's more like retrograde. They said it was like Renaissance, which is more of a pearl finish of a cream, but this is a gold, if I'm not mistaken. This seems to me more, it's leaning ever so slightly. So, you know, those of you who are here or in the future, you know, in comments, to me, it seems like it has a gold finish. And I apologize, the princess has decided she wants to be Cujo and bark at people or things or whatever. She's a sweet little chihuahua who is mommy fascinated. When Hubster comes home, she is all over not having that. She's happy with mom being here by ourselves. When he comes home, she is bark, very vocal, because he sits down and is next to me on the couch, and she's not having that. She is the most protective. Oh my gosh. I keep telling him he's not the mama. But the gift is the dish that is shaped like a heart. It's glass, which makes it acetone safe to be used in. So I'm guessing the color is probably baked into or created into the design. However, the process of manufacturing. Excuse me, I need a little bit of water. Because it's Vegas windy. Oh my God, the wind almost blew us over yesterday. It was so windy. And it's dusty. That we live in the desert, and the dust goes everywhere with the wind. You need your hydration. Drink your water. Oh my gosh. Since I'm doing that, and which explains why I am searching for the best thing for your hands, and I'm working on it. I'm going through all the stuff I've ever tried. I found some that are good, but you know, who likes greasy lotion? I don't. It's sticky, greasy, goopy, you know, it smells nice, but it's gotta work. I shouldn't have to grab something after I use the lotion and then pull it off, because then it's like, it's so greasy and goopy after the fact, because yeah, it takes a while to soak in and do its job, and then, you know, you're dropping things. But I'm, you know, the nutty professor. I'm always dropping things because, you know, I'm both-handed. So yes. No, be quiet. Shh. Hello, dearest is working. Anyway, I was very young and had an injury to my hands, and that then made me ambidextrous. And so I'm like the nutty professor. I drop things that are kind of klutzy, because in the process of things, my brain doesn't know which way to go, because it's trying to process whether your dominant side is left or right. You tend to go, and my dominant side is confused all the time. So where was I? So I compared those things. They were talking about different colors as far as how dark the other color is. And they mentioned Kraken, which is kind of a bluish one. But looking at the pictures and what I saw, it's probably closer to Awaken, which is B465. And it might actually be a combo between, because this is, where's my numbers? This is Celestial and Cosmos, which is a very dark, spectacular blue. And if you mix these three, I think you might get kind of where they're coming in for the raindrop. Because in the pictures to me, it didn't look gray and it didn't look like it was all that dark. But when they did it in the unboxing video, they said it's a dark color. So it's probably leaning more towards this end of the spectrum. And like I said, retrograde or raindrop, and maybe even doll dance. But I was just pulling out because I was grabbing, oh, you know what? That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. We're in the blue family. And then, you know, I had other stuff that I was trying to organize and figure out. And, oh, yeah, by the way, I figured out, too. Yeah, I know this is, like, supposed to be for the unboxing. Let me see. Oh, hi. Hi! Lena. Sorry, I can't read the I know that there's a way that I can. I just haven't figured out how I can see the text messages. I mean the chat thingies. It's and gold. Okay. So you're agreeing that it's, I think you're agreeing it's on the gold. Okay. I know there's another way for me to be able to see the chat, but I'm not quite there in how can I see the chat. And I will fix that for next time. This is all a new kind of thing. But I get a lot of comments and questions about my pineapple scraper card. And yes, Maniology, please surprise us with something pretty. I know nothing about it, if they're planning on it or not, but I'm requesting it because I know a lot of people like it and it's been gone. So what I figured out is that this came in the July. It's been with this so long, I didn't even know when I got it. Anyway, July of 2021, so 3 years ago. I got this 3 years ago. And it was the box that was Butterfly Muse. It came with Prana was the polish, B397, and Hatha, which is B398. And the plates were the MXM 059 and the 060, and the free gift was the pineapple scraper. So that is, you know, something I'll be sharing more on if people have more questions about. Let me put my note back away because that's all about getting organized. And these are all the plates that I kind of have handy that I was trying to showcase or work on. I have there's the clouds one. That's the ones I just showed you for that. Oh, I'm all hands and fingers. This was, I don't know if you can see the plates, but it was kind of like, there. They had, I want to say it was more like zodiological kind of thing because it's butterflies and, you know, animals like the Chinese zodiac. And then but then it kind of had like an Indian theme to it from Indian. So it had the different emblems of things. I'll do that when I can actually do a video where I can have the light and all the things be seen on it. But I keep these ones out because I do them kind of a lot. I utilize those. When I saw the pictures, I didn't quite understand the plates. But as their explanation that it was the inspired by kids, I was just seeing the shapes. So I was thinking it was something kind of like these plates that have the different, I got to get that on an angle, I think, so that you can see it and not have the reflection. We'll figure this out. I'm getting new to this. I didn't keep track of I hope that shows up later. Anyway, the different images of the different, and yes, these are different plates. I know they kind of look the same, but they're different. This was the squiggles that I did. This is one of the newer ones of the Frenchies that I'm still trying to do. And they got the more swirls, and these were the old ones. And the newer image of, I think that's a kaleidoscope. I'm not sure which one. But this is like half the stack of the ones that I want to showcase. And I got another stack about this big that I'm still trying to get through. And then I got more stacks that I can even tell you about, because I've been doing this so long. I was like, I need to figure out a way to organize my plates that will keep me from being confused on what I have. I had an organization system, and then we had to move. And I was just having the conversation with Hubster that, yeah, the process of us moving was a year ago. The process of us having to start to move was started in March of last year, and June of this year will be a year we've been here. And wow, time flies when you're like not paying attention. So there's that. Let's see. What I get each month, the months on the cards in the box. Yeah, like I said, I was keeping everything in, but it ends up where the things I keep, oh, let me put this in this spot, let me put this in this spot, and then I get to places and it's kind of like, now I need to organize and have everything all so that it's together and I can get to it. And in the process of trying to figure that out, then we ended up having to move. So now I'm doing that process all over and finally getting to it here. I'm old. I'm a little old lady. I don't move so well. And so, I have a lot going on, and with Hubster's schedule and the puppy and, the neighbors and the sleeping and all the life things that you have to do. Sometimes just, you get a little going, I can't deal with that right now. And well, we procrastinate. I'm a recovering procrastinator. So yes, I give myself time limits and then go, nope, okay, I still have to work on it. And even if it's just one little area, then I feel accomplished. But so is there any other questions or wants or desires or input or help or what can I share with? What are your thoughts on what we saw? I mean, my first question is that question number one, did you watch the unboxing from Maniology first before you came here? Or did I just pop up and you go, hey, let me go check out and see what that is? And then is there anything that I can answer that I know or that I need to know to answer for the unboxing? Because my box shipped, so it'll be here this week. It'll be here within a few days because it's already in the system. And so, yeah, I like that. I can tell that it depends on when if it processes like over the weekend, it takes it a little longer. But if it processes like on a weekday, then it's like zoom, zoom, zoom. It's just a bounce and it's here. And it's already hit where the hub needs to be for it to be. I'm anticipating at the latest, I will have my box on by Friday. So is there anything that anybody would like to know or would like to hear or wants me to answer after I get the box? See, I didn't see any else. Okay, so you haven't seen it yet. So basically you're seeing what I am talking about. I don't have anything to show you other than pictures, and that would be really hard for me to show you those pictures right now. But they have an unboxing that is, it was pre-recorded and it's already available on their website. And so the latest box that is the Over the Clouds box for April of 2024 is already live and able to have been watched, which is where I got my information from. So I like the little gift. Maniology, if you watch this, people, if once you see or whatever the case, probably in, let's see, the box is now live, and that's so the 22nd is the cutoff. 22nd of April is the cutoff for the April Over the Clouds box, and it'll take them about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a little longer than that, but somewhere in that time frame, mid-May, the items from the April box that will be available on the website will go live. So we need to let Maniology know that we like those little tiny things like that are useful, because I'm telling you, I'm going to get several of those after they get available, because they're the little trinket box. So they're about the size of what they compared it. They showed the box next to the ice cube stamper. So the heart shape, see, Butterfingers, the heart shape of this is just this big. It's the part where it dips in is the size of, and the point of the box is the size of an ice cube stamper. Words are hard. So it goes up a little bit that and up a little bit that, and it's probably a little bit wider. So it's a tiny little, yeah, it's probably the size of this. So if that makes sense, it's about as wide as 2 bottles of polish and about a little bit higher than the ice cube. So it's probably about that big. So it's a little tiny thing, and it's basically what they were in mind for is able to put your stuff in, and then when you go to clean up around your nails, you can put in your cotton inside the little thingy and then dip this in. Much easier than me trying to use my caps, which dries up, and and it's got a lid, and it's all heart-shaped, and it's rainbow colors. So it's kind of like something like, a dish, but smaller than this, because again, here's your, so it's, where's the lid? There's the lid. Yeah. This is the jar that comes with the stands that I highly recommend. It comes with the stands, and then you can put your tips on if you're, wanting to do the press-ons, or you can do your sample sticks, and it sticks on, and then if you want to display, they go on the stands. And I'm getting all mine together so I can utilize them better. Let's see. Questions. Okay, so if you skipped it for the month of April and you still want to get it for April, you can either go into your settings under your subscriptions, and if you're on a mobile, you have to tap on the little boxes, the little 3 things on the right hand side, and go into desktop mode to find your subscriptions to make changes. I think that's the easiest way that I found. Or you can email Maniology and let them know to unskip just for the month that you want. And if you don't want it, then, if you're skipping on it, then that's okay. That's, I understand times are tough and people have to make sacrifices in places. And if you skipped it, then hopefully there'll be things left over. But like they said in the pre-recorded video for the unboxing, February's box sold out a week before the March's box. Shush! No, there's nobody out there. It's quiet. Shh. She's not a happy camper. I'm sorry. Yeah, the February box, basically, it was 6 days before the March box went live. It was completely sold. They put the announcement it had sold out, so there's nothing left over for them to put on the website except for the polishes and the gift. Let's see. But yeah, so this month it didn't sell out, but that was because it was Sky Dancers was mostly butterflies, the ladybugs, and dragonflies, and things like that. This month, I don't anticipate it's going to sell out. If you want the plates later on after the fact, because it's more of this month's box. I don't see it as a theme to, and again, just my opinion. This month's box, I don't see it as it's a theme to do a mani with. I see this as an additive for your mani. Like, you're going to pick something that you want to do, and then and if you think that you can do a theme with it, and I know I can, I'm just saying that for most people, if you get a like this one, this is a theme. This has a lot of stuff where you can pick from, you know, these plates. These ones have a lot of different things in it that you can do. This is a style where you can pick images from doing, you know, your nails. These items, these are not necessarily, I mean, you can if you wanted it to be like a jewel theme, or you had a specific event coming up and you wanted it to be of an image. No, no. Shh. Stop. Shh. Oh my goodness. I don't want this to be a video of nothing but dog barking. Next time we will have to figure out how to situate her. What was I saying? Yes. So if this is something like you wanted to do this one that has all the different gemstones, let's just say you have an anniversary or a special event, and that you wanted to be able to do that because, you know, these are like diamonds and, you know, like rings or something of that event. Or if you recently got engaged, you know, that would be something that you could do this with. But if you had an image for something else you want to do, you could take these and use as something that's an accent too. The plates that they said for this box isn't meant so much that it's the theme that you do it, it's the theme you have added to. So there's different like starbursts, I don't have a word for it, like rays, that the rays of like shining outwards, that was meant that you put something in the middle, and they have like a heart on there that she did the example. You do the rays and then you do the heart in the middle so that it's kind of spreading out. So you could do something like this as the same thing. And to be honest, you could put anything in the middle of that your heart's desired. And again, I didn't grab this. I'm learning how to do the lives, so I'm not prepared. I'll get better prepared because I'll know more of, you know, having things as I get organized to have stuff be able to do this. But this is very unnerving and exciting at the same time. So yeah, we're kind of growing into be able to do more things with more things, and having fun with this, because it's, to me, it's nail art, it's nail therapy, it helps feed the soul, it has all kinds of Zen qualities to it, it's self-care. And women, there's a lot of studies and a lot of research that they're now starting to figure out we don't take care of ourselves as well as we take care of everybody else. And so I spent an entire lifetime of taking care of both my family, of my kids, as well as outer family, extended family members that were adults. And that took a lot of stress and toll on me. And now I'm in a place where, nope, I'm not being selfish, but I'm being self-ish, in where I'm doing more care of me. And I'm showing you how to do that along the way, because that message doesn't get taught. We're unfortunately, in our culture, women are told, well, you're going to grow up and be a mommy and take care of your kids, and, you know, and whereas men are encouraged to grow up and become the astronaut or the firefighter or the doctor. And so women really, I'm going to say it, women got shortchanged on that. And so it's becoming more encouragement to get girls into STEM and other math related and other things that they can go off and excel and be at. But at the same time, they're still getting that mixed message that, well, you have to be everything. You have to take care of your family and take care of your husband and take care of your job and take care of your responsibilities, and you have to prioritize everything else above you. And, well, you know, that doesn't happen. So we have to make it to happen. And just like the message got out, because there's so many troubled people having so many difficulties in their marriages because they're doing what they were told to do. The wife is taking care of the household and doing all the things and taking care of the kids, but it's not enough to be fulfilled. And then at the same time, you have, the husband coming home and he's got a hard day at work, and, he's got bosses and customers and other things, and he's tired and he's cranky, and, he needs a moment to decompress. And I know I'm guilty of that too. It's like he walks in the door and you're like going, "Ah, la, 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 la. I need you to listen to me because I had a day." And the powers that be don't understand, and that's how they end up in conflict. And the next, they end up in divorce. And so there's a lot of suggestions that, well, there are so many women who devoted their entire life to taking care of their kids and their husband, and they were the work wife. They planned the parties. They did all the things that they needed to do for, the dinner parties and the events, and, supported him through, his rise through whatever that he did. And then the kids go off to college and she's got empty nest, and next thing you know, he sees all the pretty ones at work, and next thing you know, he's divorcing the wife that got him where he is and finding the new trophy wife because she's pretty, because the first wife didn't take care of herself because she couldn't. There's not enough energy in the world to do all that and then still look like you're, a size 2. And when you have babies, you'll never be a size 2. Except for those few who, can bounce back. But the normal body, expands. I mean, if you go back and look at people who, here's their pictures of how they looked when they were little, and then how they get older, and how older people tend to have kind of an older people kind of general look, is because, hate to tell you, but you are still growing in height and width. Your head and skull is still growing and expanding. That's why people look so different. It's just such a slower, gradual process. You don't notice the changes so much until, you look at something 10 or 20 years later. And yeah, we're still expanding in our bodies and in our minds and, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, self-care. That's what this is for me. And being able to share the love of this and why it matters and it's important is a huge thing, because this is something that people can do for themselves. It's 5 minutes. Literally, if you just want to paint your nails, it's 5 minutes, and then you go hide someplace for 5 minutes and let it dry. And then you come back the next day and you add something to it, and you just keep adding until you get to what you like. Or you spend an hour, you get the things where you like, you put all the major top coats on it and seal that puppy down, and it's good for a month. I look at the images, I think it's pretty. My brain is just freaking out on all the other options I can do. And I go, okay, I like it. It's pretty. I document it. I want to try something new. So yeah, when I have all my stuff organized in order and accessible, and I have the time, and my chores are done, I want to change my polish like every 2 days. And if I can't, honestly, I had a conversation with the neighbor, and she kind of went, there was that one day you changed your nail 5 times because, I happened to go out to go take care of something and then come back, and then I did something else. And she was like, your polish is different. Yeah. I was in and out 5 times, and my polish changed 5 times in one day. Yep. I don't think anybody could do the same that I do, and I don't expect anybody to do, but I do what I do so I can share with you what I do, and then what you can do that works for you, and then you can take your 5 minutes or your 60 minutes or whatever it is that you have time, and then what to do and what not to do that will make things easier, because it's the same thing in the if you go back and watch if you did or did not watch, either way, in the unboxing video, Dev and Tiana were talking about the fact that Dev does these things, and she goes, do what I tell you to do, not what I do, because she pretty much says, I've been a tech and working for Maniology for more than 10 years. So what I do is the level and skill and ability that I can do, all wacky and crazy and all over the place. Please don't try it at home, because you might not be able to achieve the same level. Do what I share with you, because it makes it easier to do the things that you're trying to get. Oh my gosh. I can't do it in 5 minutes too. My longest was 12 hours. Are you kidding me? You were spending your nails doing 12 hours? You had 12 hours to do your nails? Am I reading that right? I'll be here waiting for you to type in the answer. But what I mean in 5 minutes is that you pick a base. Yes, 12 hours. Oh my God, I bow. I could not sit for 12 hours doing my nails. I would lose my mind. My 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 entire life would implode and explode if I was stuck doing my nails for 12 hours. My hat, I don't have a hat, but my hat goes off to you because that is dedication. I'm not that dedicated. I'm going to be honest. I mean, for 5 minutes that I will pick a polish and I will paint my base. And I have to find something because I agree with the ladies of the Maniology. I am not that patient to sit still. And I have to go figure out how to do something where my hands are not doing something for 5 minutes. I have to give it 5 minutes for the base coat. Because the thing is that I have a lot of things that I put on my nails. Yep, it's a lot because my nails will break. If I'm not paying attention and putting things on them and taking care of them and giving them the dedicated work that they need, they will chip, break, crack, peel. They would not be this at all, any way, shape, or form. This is work. This is my work job. So yes, I put on a liquid base for different things, and Maniology has many of them that do different things. So this is the calcium-rich milk base coat. So I put on a base. They have, oh, we're dropping things. Not good. They have the 7-in-1 protein potion base coat. They have the sticky base. They have the topper. They have, what's this one? Oh, that's the matte. So they have multiple things that I put in multiple layers. And then because those, I love Maniology beyond belief, but because of, and I don't have it access here. It's in my to be organized. No, we're still no. So I do my layers, and then I have a Sally Hansen hard as something I get. There's several ones that come on my subscribe and save from Amazon, and I trade off between them because they do different things. So I use those. I think I got 3 or 4 of them that I rotate through. So layers of those go. And then I have, that's even before I get to the base color. I probably have 5 or 6 layers, if not more, just to protect my natural nail. And by the way, that's after I have used the buffer. Because, and the beauty of this, I've had other buffers that I've got in the past that are the different square ones or round ones or whatever that do the, oh, night to whoever left. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, oh yeah, I've been here 45 minutes. Okay. Basically, I've used them, and it's like I have to keep using them. These ones, the parts that I've buffed, they stay buffed. So I only have to buff the new stuff. So that's why I like them. But then I pick the color that I'm using on the base, and that's 5 minutes. So basically my mani will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, of course, but it's over the course of the day where I do it in steps because I have to give myself time to allow these to dry, because if you don't, you end up with a mess. The thing is that I've done it all where I have sat to, I've sat and done it in like 30 minutes and waited the 5 minutes and did, each layer and went to the process. And then like 5 hours later, I go to sleep. And next thing I know, I wake up with the bridges that between the blankets and everything else, I've mushed my artwork. So I literally have to figure out, I have to give the polish the time between the different sections. So yeah, it's a 2-hour process, but it's in 5-minute segments throughout the day that I'll get it done. Unless I'm trying to do something that I'm just doing it because someone asked me to show them something, or because I'm, shh, no, not now. You go clean your room and make your bed, and wait your turn. And no sass. And yes, those are words she understands, believe it or not. She's super smart. There is, I cannot say the word, but it's yellow and you eat it in, because they're like monkeys, the BANNANAS. If she knows I have those, it is like game on. She knows what those are and wants, it's like she's spoiled and basically wants the TREAT every day. And then there's the oil that comes from the little brown thingy that you crack open and you get the milk and you put the meat on your dessert. The oil that comes from that, she wants that too every day. It's doggone, she's spoiled. Spoiled. Let's see. Hey, I love Neil. Okay, I'm glad you love. Yes. Hi. Yes, new people showing up, and commenting in the chats. It's not easy for me to read. Shh. No. I mean, wait your turn. Have you cleaned up your little area? Yeah, she has her little spots that she knows where she's at, and she knows she'll sit there and she gets a little fussy on things, and basically because she gets a little excited and she'll spill her food, or she has her little area where her toys and things are, and it'll be like, you go clean up your room, you go clean up your area, just like you do with a little kid. I'm not kidding. This dog is, she's like way too super smart. So basically, where was I? But yes, so I will have filed things down, and this is great, even though it's been used to death. It still works because every now and then I'll get like an area where there's like a nib of something that's sharp or, coming undone, or like a hangnail or whatever. And I take this thing over. It's so light. It takes care of it. I love these things. Please never discontinue these, because I will cry. I will call up, leaving a voicemail message of me just in tears crying. And I'm not joking. So yes, I will go through and I have to figure things out to do things in stages and give them 5 minutes to dry. Otherwise, I end up like the next day I have totally messed up nails. And I'll go do my art. But if someone says, hey, I'm trying to figure out how to do this and I don't know how to get something to work in the process of things, well, I'll go do a polish of something, and then, I don't safeguard those ones because I'm probably not going to keep it. And 9 times out of 10, those are those days where I've done multiple versions of polish. And then we change it out. And then there's other days where I'm working on different things. And so I just have them safeguarded. And so they're naked. I have naked nails because I've been busy organizing, and there's so much I've been itching to get to. And like I said, my box will probably be here this week. So you'll be the first to see it when I get it. We'll do the unboxing, and then I have to wait the day to open the polish because, yeah, in case you weren't aware, anytime you get polish, especially if it's been shipped to you in the mail, because all the jumping, if you're buying it in the store and you're just bringing it home, I don't know so much that that's going to be an issue. But the ones where it's getting jostled and bounced around between the planes and the trains and the automobiles and the trucks and the machines that sort and the process and go through this, that, and everything else, and then it gets on the little tiny square thingy that has the emblem of the United States Postal people coming to do their thing and the jostling along the way. By the time you get that, they say let it settle and rest. It's been traveling, so give it a moment, give it 24 hours before you open it, because that helps your polish. Try quick dry. Yeah, I'll look into the quick dry, but in my opinion, that just in my experiences, the quick dries do something to the color of things. But and I know it sounds like a lot of work, and it is. It's the process I've gotten to, and I'm kind of comfortable with it. But yes, I'm exploring now in finding new goodies, and other things that you know, other companies, other polishes, other expansive things, because I used to do my nails a lot and I had a lot, and then life got crazy, and then it just got to the point we were in the process of moving, and I went, you know what? To safeguard this, let me just chuck it. Because to be honest, anything with a beauty supply, beauty industry, most makeup, it's in tiny, tiny print. So the pressed powder, the eyeshadow, the lipstick, all the things that you get that you put on your face, there's a little teeny tiny emblem at the bottom that shows you how long you have with that item. And so like mascara is 3 months. Face foundation is like 6 months. Eyeshadow was 12 months. Blush and highlighters in the powder form, those are maybe 24 months. You have an expiration date like you have on your milk. It's Best Buy, and those types of items that you are opening and using, this is how you get infections and things that are not good, because your product has expired. And the problem with nail polish doesn't expire, but it does go bad because, oh no, oh, that must be my delivery. Great, Amazon is delivering. Hamster! Yeah. There's a package at the door. Of course. The joys of life. It's just a little one. Oh yay. So yes, they sent it in 2. Really? Okay, great. I order in the subscribe and save. There's 12 items. I get 1 item per box or bag. It's hysterical. Go ahead and open them up, because there's things I want to share really quick before we kind of end this, because I don't know how much longer they're going to want to last. So yes, the quick dry stuff tends to make things be kind of funky. And as we were like in the process of moving, as I was saying, the stuff in the nail polish, the ingredients evaporate out. It's like alcohol or anything else, rubbing alcohol type things, and water. And you have your plants, so you put your little roses in a little vase, and next thing you know, it needs more water. So the nail polish is kind of the same way. And when you're in the process of moving, polish is also flammable. So I'm like going, I don't necessarily want to deal with. Yep. I don't necessarily want to deal with the process of having to deal with that. And so, and this is like 10, 15, 20 years ago. I just went, you know what, I'll get more later on. I didn't love it. There you go. Maniology stuff I safeguard, because Maniology stuff I love. Okay, so this is something that I found. Woohoo! And here is the box. It is, I don't know if anybody's had any experience with it. It is Onyx Hard as Nails Nail Strengthening Cream, Hard as Hoof, for longer and stronger nails. So it comes in a jar. Woohoo! You get the first of it. Woo! Unboxing. Okay, it doesn't really smell much. It's supposed to have a coconut. There's a barely, and I have a super strong nose. I can taste it. That's the funny thing is, I didn't smell the scent. I tasted the scent. So I knew it was coconut because, yes, I can taste it in the back of my throat. But it is a very light, very, oh my gosh. I'll do an unboxing on this later on for other stuff. But so it's a cream that's supposed to go around your nails. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It's not goopy, it's not sticky, but it is cream. So yeah, I wonder how that's going to hold up over hand washing. That's the test. And so I'll be using that exclusively now for a little bit so that I can have a true sense of, okay, and then here's the other one. Nope, need an opener. Always have your opener, because don't want to ruin those nails. Yeah, the last time I broke a nail because I was actually opening, believe it or not, one of those canisters that's the can and it has the flip top. You know, the old school kind of, not in the jar with the twist or the flip. It was the old school canister of a spice, and I went this way to open it, and off went the nail. And we're like going, oh my gosh. So this is Sally Hansen Super Strength Defense Repair and Rescue. Clinically proven. So that's the box. So we will be using this. How do I get it out? Oh, they are such a tease. Whoops. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. Okay. So here's the bottle. Rescue and repair. That's a tiny bottle. I'm sorry. But the glass on this, how that leads in, and the glass on this, how much you get. Okay. That is 3.21 grams, where this is 12 milliliters. I'll have to do the comparison. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's the same amount. This seems smaller. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, hey. Okay, we got it. Everybody. I'm in the... Yes, you're in the chat. Woohoo! Let us know how the cream... Oh, I will be. Yeah. The all the goodies that I find on this, I will share it, because like I said, I had other stuff on, and because I've been working on the organizing, I'm not doing my nails as much. I do spend time every day working on my nails normally, other than when stuff gets crazy weird. And so what I mean by that is I will have to wash something by hand in the kitchen, you know, pots and pans that don't fit in my little teeny tiny dishwasher. I love my dishwasher. Thank you for my dishwasher. I can put, excuse me, need more water. It's the desert. Yeah, he opened up the door, he let stuff in, and there you go. So basically, as an example, our plates that I use are shaped like this. They are a plate, essentially, that's wide, but it has a little area that comes up so that, you know, the sauces and things don't spill. That I got off of Amazon that were really cute. And I have a ceramic set and I have a stainless steel set, and I like them both. And basically the sets are, there's like 8 of one and I think 8 of both. But so I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4. I can fit 4 of those in the dishwasher. And then if I have like another bowl that I have that's a soup crock bowl or my coffee mug, one of those items will fit. And then I have the spoon that I use in the dishwasher, in the pots and pans to like scoop things out and wash with. And then it's got a little thingy for the silverware. So that's pretty much about what I can fit into it. My pots and pans will not fit. They are too small. Too big. The dishwasher's too small, and the long handles won't allow it to fit. So I still have to wash things by hand. After I'm done washing my hands, by little area where I sit to watch TV and all that stuff, I have stuff next to me where I will have a tube of hand lotion. Oh yeah, and this is one that I've been using recently. I'll do a video on later on. It is by EOS, and it is their Ultra Derm hand cream. This is coconut waters. There's a vanilla something else one, and then I forget what the third one is. This one, it says last through hand washing. So I will tell you, it does. It does last through hand washing. But when I put this on, it's like I put my hands in oil. I like the cream. I like the way that it feels after it's all done. It's soaking in. So it's best to use while your hands are damp. Of course, though, that's the best to use for almost every moisturizer, because moisturizers really don't moisturize. They hold in the water moisturize that you have on your hands. So it's best if you're going to apply cream to something, do it on wet, damp skin. So I will wash my hands or wash dishes, and then I will apply something, and I will apply extra around the cuticles. And then when I go to do a manicure, I will use the Maniology oils, the brush on stuff. I'll use more cream. I pretty much spend 10 minutes just doing the prep work where I go through with the files and the filing of the glass nail file, and the trimming of the trimmers, and then there's the other little thing that I don't have handy, but it it goes around, and I do the cleanup, and then I do the cleanup. So basically I'll spend 5-10 minutes depending on how long it's been, and do the prep of preparing my nails before I do all the mini layers that I do. And so yes, you need to apply stuff around the cuticle areas. And I normally do that on a regular basis, where I will put things in that area to keep this. And as you apply, you're going to put it, I recommend put it on the back of your hands, rub it around, because then you're not getting it all here. Rub it on the back of your hands and rub it around your nails, and then do the rubbing in. And if you're rubbing this way, you are regularly pushing back the cuticle part that does that thing that then you don't have to do so much with the pushing. And that helps, then you're not damaging so much in that area, because that's where your nails grow. And if you have issues with your nails, you don't want to be messing around in this area right here forward, because that's the area that is the tender, where everything comes together and forms and knits the cells, and then it comes out as your nail. Explanation clear as mud? Or do I need to? Very small, very, very small. Small hands? Okay. If I do not have long nails, and this is, most people would consider having long nails, but if I have no nails and they are, completely, here is a plate. You've got somewhere along the line, you're following this, you have a plate by Maniology. This is how small my hands are. So, yeah, I basically, my hands are 1 inch longer than the longest part of the Maniology plate. Here's a bottle. We're going to do 2 bottles of polish. My hands are the size of 2 bottles of polish. There you go. I got tiny baby hands. And if I don't have nails, it looks like I have, I do not. The one thing that my grandmother noticed when my granddaughter, my daughter, her great granddaughter, but when my grandmother first met my baby as a baby, she noticed and went, oh, she's got long fingers. She can play the piano. I do not have long enough fingers that I can play the piano. My daughter does. Hi, Sam. How you doing? Yeah. Cadence. I don't know if she's watching. Hi, sweetie. She had to work, so I don't know that she was able to get on, because she wasn't going to be able to be home in time to be able to jump on board with the life. But one of these days. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, we will be testing out the new items and seeing how they go and sharing with you, because this is all nail art, nail therapy. And if you're going to be investing money in the Maniology stuff to make them look pretty, then you got to have the things that go along with it that Maniology doesn't sell, that you need to be able to take care of them, because again, it's self-care. And then one of the other things I found, I don't like reaching across because seeing all the arm, great big huge arm. I got this, and when I ordered it, it was one of those late night things. If you've ever gone down the rabbit hole of Amazon, that you think you're going to be there for one item, and then 2 or 3 hours later, you're like, oh yeah, I've been adding things to my wish list, which is now a wish novel, because it's so long, it's as heavy as a novel. But Sally Hansen came out with this color therapy brand line, and in the information of it, it did not say it has argan oil. And well, I don't do well using argan oil. I have to use other things. And argan oil is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Everyone loves it for, skin and beauty care and whatnot. It does not like me. And that's, there's a lot of things out there that don't like me. So I get this and I go, what the? So I had to go through and cancel and eliminate and delete. And, but it looks like a pretty color. And well, I was gonna take a day where I could test, and then we'll see how it goes. But I don't think it's gonna go well. So there's that. Let's see. I have very small. Same. I have sausage. Yeah. No, not just Vienna sausage. The tiny little stubby things. Yeah, that. So basically, and this is where I kind of get the where I see that people make comments about, oh, I have short stubby nails, or or I have really long nails and I can't do art because of, fill in the blank. Sweetheart. I've been there. I have tiny nail beds, okay? Let me see what I can give you that is. Oh, we'll use this. We'll use this. This is the cap. Okay, if you don't have this, let's see. No, it didn't get. I'm trying to think. Organization. There you go. If you did not get the box that had this in it, they have one, but how these ones have white in it is what this one is on the website. You can get, and I did a video on the comparison of this, but I don't have the other one. It's in storage. But you can get this as the cleanup brush. And then you can get the cleanup brush just exactly like this in the white that has the dual-ended stamper. So let me show you. Here is the cap. As everything is sliding off. Here's the cap. That's the size of my nail. To use this as a stamper is literally the size of my nail. The image that I'd be able to fit on this tiny thing is the size of my finger. So if you got little hands, you can do all kinds of stuff. And the idea is do it offset. If there is something that you want to do an image of, and I've done videos on this, I'll do more if people want. I know there's a specific one I'm looking. I'll get to it. There it is. Like on this one. If there's a specific image that you wanted to do, like for this one, this is super cute and pretty, but there's no way I could fit that on my nail, even if my nails were 2 inches long. So basically you isolate part of it and do it halfway so that it becomes, the focal image is stripped from, when you're isolating things, take the part out. It's like on this one, if you wanted to do that tiny gem or one of these things, do that on your stamper and then use your stuff to take it away, and that way you have just that one image. There are so many things you can do for short nails to move things out. And if you have long nails, then you can take the images and do the deconstructing, where you can take things apart and rearrange it on your stamper. That's why I advocate having multiple stampers, because you can then go through, take your images on them, clear off the part that you need to do, and if they dry a little bit, you can use the sticky stamper polish to go over it and redo it, and then put that part on, and you can just extend it out. There's just so much you can do. The limitation is, people say think outside the box. The problem is the box doesn't exist. The box is the illusion. The limitation is what you think you are limited to do. There are no limitations. The sky and beyond to the stars is what you're able to do with, all things and everything. It's just, you can do everything and anything. You just don't believe you can do it. You haven't discovered it. As they say, there was a gentleman that a boatload of years ago, I don't remember, I want to say 60s or 70s, somewhere in that 80s. Somebody will know who's a runner, but there was a guy out there that nobody was able to do the 4-minute mile until this one guy pushed the limits and was able to do it. And once he did it, then like 20 people were able to figure out that they had to do it. But it was like up until that point, nobody was able to run a mile in 4 minutes or less. And now they can do it because nobody believed the human body could run the mile in that little of a time. And now it's been proven that it can. There's a whole lot of stuff that what you believe in your mind that you can do, you can do. I like mind and expanding mindset, betterment of mindset, and I'm working on a whole bunch of other things, a series of stuff to be able to share all the 25, 30 years of things, 40, 50 years of stuff I've been studying and learning, I don't know, ever since I was a little kid, because I kind of looked up and went, yeah, that's not okay. That's kind of messed up. And, oh, wait a minute. And then, by the way, what makes people tick? Why does someone, when you have a family of 3 or 5 or 6 people or 10 people, that they were raised in the exact same environment, but they all turned out differently? Well, again, it's that age-old nurture or nature. What part of the genes are, the part of you that was what you got from your ancestors, and the part of where your environment of the things that molded you. And they've done studies on twins that were separated at birth and found out, yes, they have similarities. They all, they both married a woman named Betty and had 3 kids and named their son John. I mean, it's just astronomically of the similarities that are exactly the same. And then as you look at them, there's also other things that are exactly opposite. And I know this to be true for a fact because Hubster is a twin. And yeah, there's so many things that you kind of go, not cracked up to be as much as you might think. But anyway, I digress. This is about nails. But yes, I'm working on a lot of other projects of things that it's, as I'm adjusting my mindset and learning more things and discovering my Dharma, there's so much information and knowledge that can help us be better people and do all the things that we do and all that neat stuff that's, if what I've learned that I can, in a nutshell, put into something that is a 30, 40, 60-minute video that you can sit and watch and learn from, and that saves you 10 years of your life of struggling through something, then I think it's worth it. And I hope other people do too. So I'm kind of working on other stuff for another channel. Yeah, I'm a little too busy to be a little lady. So much stuff. Anyway, so much fun. So we have been here now, according to this, about an hour and 15 minutes. If you want me to keep going, I'll keep going. If you have questions, and I can figure out what the questions are, because I can kind of sort of see them in the chat. If you have questions or something you want to ask, I will answer if I know the answer. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find out the answer. If you want me to keep talking about random things, I'll keep talking about random things. If you're all done and you enjoyed what I shared with you today, or you want more information, let me know. I will pause. Yeah, I'm a little excited. So to future people who were not here, I do work really hard at modulating the speed of which I say words, because as a younger person, it was stop, start over, slow down. We cannot understand what you're saying. Speaking another language? No, I speak English really fast because I was raised in a family that was talking with their hands and very energetic and loud. I'm going to have to go. Okay, I can end it now if that's the general consensus. If everyone wants to go on to their evening. I know this was random and spur of the moment, and I appreciate you showing up. Thank you for all the support and love from all the people that were here. So, what is your? Oh, I am an ice cube stamp. My favorite stamper is the ice cube, and to be honest, I get them in all different ways because they come in bundled sets and special editions of things. Like the last one that they did for Easter was had the 3 plates. It came with a stamper. I get the special boxes that come in the holidays there's a Halloween one and a Christmas related type theme one. They always have some sort of a stamper. I like the monocle, and I've used it for a lot of projects when I will line things up. But my go-to is because I have such small nails. I like this one. It's also flatter this way because the monocle one has more of a dome. In one of our boxes of the monthly subscription, we got a monocle one that it has sparkle in the base. So the dome part of it, and as you're looking through it, you're seeing sparkle. And so I'm like, that's not easy to see through. So I like the ice cube one the most. I like this one the second, and I like the monocle one the third, only because it's so big and I have little nails. And so I get excited because if I'll take that back though, if I'm doing reverse stamping, if I'm doing a larger space, for the reverse stamping, I like the monocle because I can do the image and then I can put the polish on the side and it's easier to take off. I do reverse stamping on these ones, but a lot of times, oh, that's I dumped things. So I was cleaning up and it's one of my things from oh, it's the square box that has all the foil. It's one of the pieces that was left over from cutting on that. But I'll do the reverse stamping on these ones, but I will then have to get a different one to do the polish. So I'll have those. Those are easier to hold side by side. So if I'm doing a reverse stamping, then I can do this, or I can have it like right here that I can go back and forth between. Because basically what I'm talking about is, in case you're aware, you take the polish and you do a couple of drops there. That way you have it out. Because if you leave these open, your polish will dry out. So when you are doing your stamping process, you want to have everything lined up and you're going to put this back just a quick spin so that you don't spill or it doesn't dry out. It will dry out, but I typically use mine too fast for them to dry out. Anyway, any other questions? Okay. The monocle has its usage. I like it, but it's very specific in, thank you. Okay. No, a lot of people say they get better straight lines with it, but I get better straight lines with the ice cube. Like I said, I'm an ice cube girl, and I wish that they could have an ice cube that is like 1.5. That it's if they could do an ice cube or a square that is in between the ice cube and the monocle. If they could do something that's like, Goldilocks, the middle, the mama version, because you have the daddy would be the monocle, and then you have the baby, which is the and this is the super baby, but if they have the baby, they need the mommy, because they not the mama. Sorry. They need a one that is a little bit bigger but as flat, and that would be great. That's my 2 cents, but yeah, I just do the stamper head in place. Yeah, the stamper heads are a thing. I've noticed that I have to clean them a couple of times, and what I mean by that is I will use them with the lint brush, and I will use the little linty brush strips. I do that originally at some point, may not first time, but at some point I use the linty brush. Oh well, things are flying everywhere. And then I use the stamper, this sticky part, because the lint brush has its strength. It will take things off, but sometimes this needs to be, because it's a stickier. Okay, night. I see you later. You can, this will go up and you can see the rest later on. Fast forward to the parts where you missed. I don't think I'm going to be here too much longer anyway, but thank you for coming. I appreciate you. But yeah, sometimes that isn't strong enough. And so I get the rolls that are on the the rolls that are on the packing tape. And be careful the brands that you get. You'll find one that you like. There are brands that I will never buy many again because they just come apart and don't do any good. But on this one, I will do this, and this is the super heavy duty that when you stamp on that, there are times that because I've been using a polish or maybe something sat for a while or I don't know what the deal is, but there are times where I will go to get things off and it just doesn't want to come off. It just does not want to release from the stamper. And I'm like sitting here going, what the heck? So I will do, I do the lint brush. I have, my rolls are not here because I've organized them and they're in the other section for right now, trying to get organized and have it all near to me, but I had it pushed away so I could do the live. But anyway, so I have the lint roller. I have the roll of masking tape because as I'm doing on things, I like the masking tape because I have issues with glue. And so that one doesn't seem to bother me as much and I can kind of tear that off. Scotch tape or, wrapping paper type tape, that kind of things that you use for packages and, regular things. I have issues with that. The glue doesn't like me. And to be honest, it's kind of stiff and it hurts me more if that, having that around because of the stiffness of it, it's, like paper cuts. It's just, no. I like the masking tape because it's more flexible and I can do things with. And at the same time with masking tape, I can kind of go rip things off if I need to. And even if I've got wet nails, I can rip that off and have that off to the side. Whereas the masking tape kind of stuff, you got to have a cutter with that. So that's just, again, my opinion, my 2 cents, take it for what it's worth. If all this other stuff works for you and you like it, then more for you. If my help, gives you inspiration for things, yippee-yay-hoo. There's enough room for all of us to have our own opinion. And then you know what they say about opinions. Anyway, so the lint brush, the masking tape, and then I have the sticky stamper tape and then the packing tape. And I kind of use those in order as I need to. And what I have found as I'm going through the segments, it'll be like, hey, that doesn't work. Next one, next one, next one. Well, then we get to the point where, oh, I need to have the masking tape. And like I said, when I'm doing reverse stamping, a lot of times because I'll have a bunch of stampers out to be working on the different pieces of the nail design I'm working on, because I have enough stampers that I can do all of the images I want to do on my nails in like an assembly line. I will set them all up and then I will work on them as I go. And for however long that takes me, throughout one or 2 or 3 days or a week or whatever the case, because my life is very unpredictable. There are days that I go, hey, this is what I'm going to cook for dinner. And then, things change and it's like we end up ordering because something happens and you're like going, I just can't. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the memory. I don't have, it's kind of like, oh, I'm having a bad hair day. On those days where I'm having a bad hair day, I don't cook well and the dinner doesn't turn out. And I have figured out why I'm not even going to try. I don't have it in me. The inspiration to cook and create something is gone. You know what? There are plenty of places we could, go get something cheap. And sometimes that's, hey, 7-Eleven has a meal deal. You can get a hot dog and a soda for $3. Not the best dinner, but sometimes when you're in a pinch. Anyway, so that's kind of how I fly by the seat of my pants. I plan 6 months to a year out. I have everything on a spreadsheet. And well, today comes and you know what? It ain't going. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to be zen. And if I can, you know what? Today was one of those days I need to go do my nails because you know what? It's a self-care day. That's my thoughts, my 2 cents. And we're going on now. An hour and a half. I did not anticipate an hour and a half. I thought it'd be 30 minutes and nobody'd show up. So those of you that did, I love you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And if you're watching this after the fact, well, I plan to do this, and I'm going to say this, as Maniology is doing the unboxings for the 23rd, if they're going to be pre-recorded, then after everybody's had a chance, the video is about an hour, I'll come back in. So they're doing it at 1:30 Hawaii Standard Time, which because I'm in the Pacific region, The Pacific Daylight Time is 4:30 for me, and I believe for like the East Coast, that's 3 hours the other way. So if it's not too late for you, like 5:30 my time, which is about an hour after their time, I will pop on live and we can talk about what was in the video and what questions you may or may not have, or if you just want to talk about anything, let me know what's going on, because like I said, we've gotten so spoiled and used to, and in the process of actually having a live that we can come in and chat and share things with on the 23rd/24th, 25th, whatever day that happens to be. Well, we'll just kind of be here so that we can continue the fun, because half the fun and the connection of community and ohana, our Maniology family, is being that we can connect with each other and be there for each other. So I'm going to continue doing this on the 23rd/25th of the pre-recorded ones. If they're live and you still want me to have a live, let me know. I'll still do the live. If you got your live in and you have things you want to go do and you don't want to do the live, then let me know. That's okay. We'll just kind of wiggle our way around it, because this is all new and uncharted territory. And I appreciate all you people who come along this wacky crazy journey with me. So let's see here. I have, okay, good night. Good night. Thank you. You're welcome. This was such a fun thing. It was crazy. I'm sorry about the dog barking. We'll figure out how to, get her to be less upset about things. But yeah, with live, you have that, Amazon delivery, crazy, wacky. My life is wacky. My life is unpredictable. I used to be all, I have to control and be what everybody wanted me to be. And that just broke me physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to be like, what's the type? I never thought of myself as a type A person. I was pushed into by my environment to become type A, and I'm not happy with being type A. It's very stressful. I like type B. I like, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm not jumping out of nothing. I am not flying out of nothing. I am not doing out of nothing. I'm staying on Terra Nova Terra. You know what I mean? Earth. I'm keeping my feet on the ground. Anyway, thank you for being here, and we'll do this again. We have tomorrow is Tuesday. We have the live regular Tuesday with Maniology, and I'm looking forward. I don't know what that is. I haven't gotten the email to know what that is about, but we'll chat some more again at that point for those of you that'll be there, and then we'll carry on. And when I get my my other boxes of things, I will be sharing more stuff. So I don't know. Did it do a good job? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this as a replay. Let me know what more you would like to see or talk about or do, or I'm gonna get prepared. The next few lives that I do are gonna be a little crazy, because the settings alone are enough to make you want to not go live, because heaven forbid you have to answer questions before you hit the button, and it's anyway. So I'm a techie person, old school, but it's like all this newfangled stuff. I still have to figure my way through it, just like everybody else. So, anywho, see y'all soon. And unless there's anything else, any questions, I have a great. I try to make. I can't read sideways what that is, but oh, another. Yeah, I will. Okay. So if there's no more questions or things that people want me to stick around for to answer in the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna say goodnight. And thank you so much for joining me in this stuff. Oh man, oh man. Because there's a lot of stuff. Let's see you. Yes, tomorrow. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Bye. Bye. How do I? Now I have to figure out how to end it. This is hysterical. I don't know. No. I don't know how to end it. Okay. Let's see here. Good night. Bye. Let's see. What does that do? Nope, that's not what I wanted to. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh my gosh.